We just got done watching episode 7 of Agatha All Along, and holy moly, this episode was a banger. And for this episode to only be like 34 minutes long, it was literally magnificent from start to finish. I love the way that we got a lot of answers that we needed. Just we were looking for so many answers, and they answered every single one of them, except whether or not the Scarlet Witch is really dead. Of course. Welcome to the Super Fam. That was a banger on high proportions, chat. I don't even know. I don't even know how else I could say it, you guys. Like, that was fantastic. I know you guys had to enjoy it too, man, because I know that I did. This episode started off, I mean, a lot of the theories that I had going into this episode as well were pretty spot on. Pretty spot on. I definitely thought that she was doing some time consciousness displacement stuff, and that is exactly what is revealed. It shows us very early on that, everything that Lilia has been going through literally has been almost like a stepping stone to the next part of the story. And I love that. Yo, I appreciate you, CTE, for coming through with the first super chat of the night, man. It is just fantastic. Yo, I know you've enjoyed this show too, CTE. I know you have. I even went into this episode questioning things. You guys know it. I was like, what's going on here? How are we going to be able to just be with Wanda? Just be with Agatha and Billy, and then somehow come back to this. I had no idea how we were going to do that. But lo and behold, this is how it is. This is how we do it. We do it the way that it was just done. Like, that episode was perfectly constructed. That was fantastic. I legit loved it so much. I mean, I know I'm supposed to be reviewing it, but I am just so, like, fanboying over this shit right now. I love the dynamic between Agatha and Billy now that they kind of both have each other's number, for lack of better words. You know what I mean? Like, this was just right on par with everything that I needed. I love the way that they kind of discuss things together, and he just asks her questions openly because he knows that she's one hell of a witch regardless of how he feels about her, and she's openly asking the questions too. Is Wanda really dead? Yes. No. Maybe. I mean, I don't really know what's going on. She has no clue what's actually happening. And I love that we're, like, everyone in this world is just as confused. There's no way that we could know what's happening here, right? There's no way that we could know. So there's no way that she could know either. It's not like she's just connected to some primal source other than death, and, be able to kind of see what's going on. By the way, the cinematography in this episode was also very beautiful. Definitely fantastic. The way that we get to see the different ways that we see Lilia kind of going through her life and doing all these different things. It was just beautifully crafted and constructed. And seeing young Lilia and then seeing modern day Lilia, it was just really good, man. They did a really wonderful job of blending this story together in one major way. I didn't know what way that would be, but goddamn, there it is. You know what I mean? It is right there. I just love everything about that, man. It was just this show, man. This show is just something special. It's definitely something special. It's something that I think a lot of people are going to hold very closely once it is over. But we also get the reveal. We get the reveal that Agatha and Billy are going into this trial by themselves at first. And obviously, it's hard for them to do it. Like they are not having a good time. Well, I mean, they look good, but they're not having a good time. And I love the fact that we're able to kind of make all of these little jokes, and the jokes that are made. Like, it's crazy how this show is somehow able to kind of be funny when it's also so serious, and it's been sticking the landing every episode, time after time, discussing all these different things. Like, bro, it is kind of crazy the way that we're working, the way that these things are working together. I see someone said that Super Chat is malfunctioning. If you try to refresh the stream on whatever platform you're on, and then maybe that will help it work out. I don't know what's going on. Get it together, YouTube. Come on, what we doing? But we see that Agatha, of course, brute forcing her way through stuff that she doesn't really understand. Always trying to cheat the system. That's one thing that she's always trying to do. She's always cheating the system of somehow, some way, and she tries to do that here. It's pretty crazy. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why she's always trying to cheat the system, but that's what we see her doing here, and it really had me rolling, man. That definitely had me rolling. I wasn't ready for that. But nonetheless, I love the way that we get to see again. The cinematography here was awesome. Seeing this, this sword ceiling that we've kind of been privy to the whole time, and then cutting to Lilia. I was falling, and that's the first thing that she says with thinking about that too. It's like already connecting all of the dots that we were about to get anyway. It's like this story has come full circle so many different times, and I don't know how it's going to end going full circle, but I have nothing but faith that the writers will be able to do a fantastic job with that. I also love the way that Jen is just down for the cause with whatever's happening here. That's something that I also really enjoyed. She was down for the cause no matter what the cause was, because she was just like, hey, you told us to do that, and you're the only reason why I'm even doing this. Like, the whole thing, like Lilia and Jen, they are just such a dynamic duo, such a good combination when you have the OG and the young. As Lilia even tells her at the end of this episode, she tells her that you are the future down this path. You are the way down this path. And that is, of course, her passing the quote-unquote baton to her and letting her know, hey, you're the future. I believe in you. You can do it. And of course, when she even called her the high priestess, she had the vision again. Like, it just wraps everything together in a fantastic way. And I love the way that we get, I love this moment that we get right here as well. When she's like, yo, so which is it? Am I wispy or am I kooky? And then you can see that she is surprised to see Alice. Like, oh my God, Alice, don't. And then we see how it flashes through the different moments of her saying, don't try to save Agatha, and all these different things. And it's just weaved together in a beautiful way. Like, the writer's pins were on absolute fire tonight. Like for this episode, for this whole show, to be honest, for the whole show, right? Because one of the main reasons why this episode was so good is because all of it was seeded within every episode that we had before it. I think someone earlier had said in the chat that they expected us to get left off on a cliffhanger. The only thing that was hanging in this episode was Lilia by her fingertips. Ooh, sorry about that. Too soon? My bad. But it was just amazing to see her going back and talking to her mother as well. And, like, she's talking to her mom, and her mom obviously knows, like, she obviously knows what's happening here, right? She obviously knows how she is being slipped throughout time, right? Like, and that's something that I loved as well. Seeing the difference between how Agatha's mother treated her, for instance, versus how Lilia's mother treats her here. It's just so well put together. Like, it's just unbelievable. And the way that we were able to kind of see that they were under the witch's road as well, right? They're under the witch's road. All these things are going on. Like, I just love the way we put it together. Like, and then, like, and then where did death come from? She came from under the witch's road, right? Like, that's what she came from, out of the ground. And they went into the ground, and it looks like into the ground ends up here underneath the witch's road. And we see how that Rio was so obviously coming from underneath the witch's road. It's just, damn, man, like, all of the storytelling here is working together so well. I can't wait to just nerd out and theorize about all the things that could happen in the future of this incredible, incredible show. It's just fantastic. It's just fantastic. Yo, I just really loved everything about this. I love the way that they were able to also, I kind of said this before the show started, but able to tie in this different take on Loki's time slipping, which is what I just call time consciousness, when you are able to slip through time using your consciousness, which means you yourself goes into that body. Yo, I appreciate you, CTE, for your second super chat of the night, my guy. So Rio will appear alone when she's ready for you. I mean, man, that's how it seems, right? It seems like Rio is kind of just, somehow has backdoor access to the witch's road. That's really what I think. I think she was underneath there. You know what I'm saying? I think she was underneath there for multiple reasons. Of course, taking Alice out of there. It's like, man, we just are able to theorize and just kind of, guess about a lot of things here. And, oh, bro, the fact that again, it was able to tie it together. And in this masterful way to where we're able to slip into this moment, right? To where she's absolutely set tripping on Billy just now, right? Like, and then she's going off, she's talking about all the things that are happening, and we're able to see her time slip in this moment again, but back to this moment, and then it continue from where we're leaving off right here. Like, holy shit, this show is amazing. This show is literally fantastic. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I don't know how week after week they are able to put these things together in this way. And again, I'm pretty sure this is the shortest episode that we've had so far, if I'm not mistaken. And we're still cooking like this in one of the shortest episodes ever. How is that possible? I do not know, but damn, they're doing it. Jack Schaefer definitely is telling one hell of a story, and all I know as well is this has me so ready for everything that's going to be happening in Vision Quest. I don't know if Jack Schaefer is doing Vision Quest as well, but all I can do is say, please, Marvel, please let Jack Schaefer just finish all of her stories that she wants to tell. Because so far, we've had an amazing take on witches, we've had an amazing take on other things, and then I would just love to see her take on everything else that's going on in this story, man. And it's just masterful. It's fantastic. I have so many questions about what's going to be happening with the rest of this season, man, going through it. But coming back to the story, though, it just was amazing to see the way that Billy actually really did care for Lilia as well, right? And how bad he felt when she was kind of, going against him in that moment. He felt so bad, and then she could kind of see how she felt. And then it's like, oh yeah, you're the one that put that sigil on me. Welcome to the super fam. I appreciate you. And it's just like, man, we have been cooking so much with this show, and it's fantastic to see. Jin will remove Death, aka Rio, from the road. I would like to see something like that, but her being a potions witch and not even having her magic back yet, I think that's something that would be very hard for her to do up until this point. But it was dope to see the call forward or the call back to Agatha being the Green Witch, and then them also talking about the original Green Witch and Agatha kind of being the original Green Witch, because very much so that is the original Green Witch, Like, I love the way this story has blended these things together. And then, of course, when we get this moment of her flashing through her life, and we see all of the moments that she's been kind of having clairvoyance that have happened throughout this show, and then it's able to blend all of these moments together to give us a completely different take from what we at first thought, right? Like, I feel so sorry for all those people that were like taking everything that she was saying and putting it together, because this show did it for us already, right? Like, I know a lot of people after last week's episode or the week before that started trying to put all of the words, all of the visions and stuff together, but they just masterfully put it here, let us get all of that, and then was able to mix it all together, baby, and give us this amazing, beautiful conversation that she had with her mom that we also had hinted to, by the way. Oh, okay, we got double super chats coming in. Let me finish my thought real quick and I'll jump into those. Oh, no. Okay, not double chill. Okay, Nillian says, Lilia read Jin's tarot card as High Priestess, immense power, unwilling to use it. She has magic, but Jin was bounded by trauma. Facts, Nihilian. I agree so much, and I can't wait to see what that looks like for her when she is not bounded by that trauma. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see what that looks like. I can't wait to see how that is able to manifest itself in the show as well, because she's definitely strong, and she's definitely there for, she's definitely strong, and she just wants to see what's going down. Like, she wants to be part of this coven as well. She also wants power, but it's like, I feel like this is going to be another turning point for Jin and Agatha, both of them in their characters a little bit, maybe not a lot, but just a tiny bit. Definitely for Jin. I mean, for sure for Jin, this is going to be an amazing turning point. And I'm here for it. Again, seeing them together, bro, like, and seeing how she just immediately was coming to grips with all of the things. It's like, and then it's like all of it just is cooking together, yo. Like, it's just cooking, man. is just cooking. Yo, thank you guys for the likes. Thanks for the subs, all of you, for real. I really appreciate it, man. We're going to be getting into all these nerdy questions and all these nerdy thoughts. Just let me finish going on here, okay? Like, again, we get all of these things going on, and it just works in a really good way. I love the way that they also were able to kind of circle the the fact that she didn't like she didn't like any of the witch tropes back around to her trial, that then causes all of them to have to be into these tropes that she does not know or like. Like, all of that is just fantastic, the way that it was just mixed together, and just I just love the way that they were able to have these things go together. And then, of course, they give us the queerant. That was really funny. Again, the jokes were crazy. Agatha even says, hey, welcome to the super fam. I believe, my bad, that went by. I don't think I was looking when I saw that. But, Agatha, even says, if you want straight answers, talk to a straight lady. Like, I like that. I like the jokes. I love all of those, man. It's just, they just they did a good job of, like, putting all of it together, and not at the cost of anybody as well. I think is a good thing to say, right? The jokes are not at the cost of anyone. They're just everything is tasteful about this show. I think that's really what can be said, is everything is done in a tasteful manner to where you don't feel like anything is being disrespected. Even with Billy Kaplan, William Kaplan, in that last episode that we got to see his perspective of, being at his bar mitzvah. They were very spot on with the things that they were doing there. It shows that they definitely were respecting it. They were respecting other people's religion. All of these things, like, they are doing it. Yo, welcome to the super fam. All of you guys that just subbed up right there. That's crazy. I definitely appreciate you guys, for real, for real. And man, I appreciate this show. It is just doing a really good job of blending these things together. And it was awesome to be able to have you guys here with me. And I'm looking into chat, and you guys are, like, also saying the things I'm saying. And we're, like, all together. Yo, thank you, and welcome to the super fam. And we're all, like, talking and stuff. Yo, welcome. You guys are amazing. Hit that sub button. Sub up. Like the stream. All that good stuff. I appreciate you so much. And then we come back to this moment to where she's now taking charge again, continuing the last time we've seen this, right? Like, and it's just doing a damn good job, yo. It's doing a damn good job. They were really able to blend so much together. I love the fact that they're not saying Wanda's name. They're saying Scarlet Witch, and only Scarlet Witch. The son of the Scarlet Witch. You are the son of the Scarlet Witch, right? Like, the son of the Scarlet Witch. That's legit all that they have been saying. Welcome to the super fam again. I appreciate you. All they've been saying is that, man. It's so crazy, yo. It's like, bruh, the cook is so cooking. Like, everything that they've been doing has been top notch, top tier, and I just cannot believe it, man. Oh my God, bro. Like, the way that they put all of it together, and the way she continuously comes back talking to her mom, right? She continues talking to her mom, and they have all these conversations, and it just works so well. Yo, thank you for the $5 holla, Nillian. I appreciate you so much. Love this episode. Jax Schaefer gave us answers, and we were right. Feels good. It feels so good to get all of these answers that we just have not had up until this point, right? We have been waiting for these answers. We have been waiting for these moments, and here they are. And how beautiful is it for these answers to come from this? And then we also saw Death, right? We saw Death in a previous episode reap her mother, basically, from that same position, seat where they're talking, right? Like, that was the haunting thing that Lilia saw in that previous episode. So, like, yes, her teacher, her mother, same difference. My bad. But, when she's talking to her mom, when she's talking to her teacher, when she's talking to the person, it's like, boom, right there, right? And it's like, oh my goodness. Like, oh my goodness. It's just working so well for me. We are cooking so hard right now, and I can't wait, bro. I just can't wait for it, man. And I don't know what the hell a big question here. What the hell were the Salem 7 doing through the tunnel? Like, when they were creeping through the tunnel, I don't know what. It seemed like they were carrying something. It seemed like they were doing something. I don't know what it was, but it just had me very confused and interested in what the hell was going to be happening and going on next, yo. Again, welcome all of you amazing people to the Super Fam that are subbing up. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, man. And let's see. When we come, I love the confidence in Lilia when she just starts calling the tarot cards just one after another. I just love the way her confidence switches completely, and the way that the camera work is, the way that it's shot, the way that she puts all of her previous visions and time slipping together in order to know what the answers are right here and right now, and then the cuts and all of it. Like, it just is just mixing up together to make some damn good Marvel television. And I don't know what's next. Yo, welcome to the Super Fam. I don't know what is going to be next. I don't know what's going to happen next, but damn, whatever it is, I am so ready, you guys. Like, I am so ready. It's insane. And I love the fact that all of these tarot cards that she has also calls back to her first meeting of Billy, which is the first time she put the spell on him, all of it. And it just mixes together in a fantastical way, man. And then just the drop of the original Green Witch revelation happens smoothly. And I'm so happy that Lilia passes forward all of the information that she knows to be true, right? Like, every single bit of information that she knew, she passed it on as much as she could. And then the way that we get this fantastic reveal of who she is, yet again linking all of these previous things that were said and done together. It just works, man. It just works. Death, and then the cackle, and then all roads lead to me. And then this beautiful shot that we get of Rio, and just that Rio is death, and then the tarot card. I mean, good Lord, are they cooking or what? Like, wow, they're cooking in this show. It's definitely insane. Like, it's definitely insane how much that they're really cooking. Like, all of the hints have been there, all of the secrets have been there, and all we've been waiting for is for them to put them together. And put them together is exactly what they did. And they did it in a beautiful freaking way. Like, we have so much more that we could get from this show in these last 2 episodes, and I just cannot believe it, yo. I just cannot believe it. It's been insane. It's been incredible, and I just cannot wait for whatever is going to be occurring in this season finale. Because it, like, again, I can't help but reiterate it. The final 2 episodes of this show will be releasing next week at the same time, okay? We will be having episodes 8 and 9 release, with episode 9 being supposedly a special presentation. So we are possibly getting an hour plus of information of just amazingness next week, yo. It's very possible that we could get we could get a lot of information there, and it could be insane. And of course, it's just so sad the way she just passes that torch on to Jennifer and tells her, you are the future, basically. And she kind of gives everyone their own little sign off. And she's like, I'm not going with you. You are the path ahead, Jennifer. You are the path ahead. And it's like, oh my God, man. It's just so heartfelt and so gut-wrenching. And it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable how they put this together, yo. It's unbelievable. I just love it, man. And, I just love it. And the thing that we do have to say is something that I talked about last week, is that the Salem 7 would, unfortunately, just kind of be cannon fodder in this, and definitely just be a reason to kind of push everyone forward. they're really a smokescreen to Rio being death. That's really what that was all about. We were like making us worry about them the entire time, so we don't realize that we're also supposed to be worrying about death. Like, hey, you're supposed to be worrying about death, yo. You're not supposed to be really caring about them. Like, they're pulling up, they're mad, they got vengeance, but once that tower is up, right, they are gonna die. And yet again, a crazy cinematic moment right here. Like, wow. They really were cooking with this show, and it just is it's incredible, man. Magnificent. Everything that they did is it's just lovely, yo. I love it. I love it, man. And of course, it's just, man. Oh, bro. Like, bro, I can't believe it, yo. And then, of course, the way that we end this episode just so tragically, the way that we started it, coming full circle, and that is with Rio falling. Literally the same way that we started it, but now all of the gaps are filled in. Damn, just one hell of an episode, chat. I mean, goodness, this shit was fire, bro. This was fire. Let's get a 1 in the chat if you guys liked this episode. Let's get a 2 in the chat if you didn't. And let's get a 3 in the chat if you're not sure how to feel. Let me know how all of you guys are feeling right now. And then I'm going to jump into chat, read some of your comments. I'm not going to be able to read all of them. Of course, you already know how it goes.
If you guys would like to support Mark Bros, all you got to do is visit our website at www.markbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.